Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Barbara Brenneman, Chair of the Farmington Town Plan and Zoning Commission, welcoming you to the June 8th meeting. I will open the meeting with a Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Inez, do you have a call?
Yes, I do.
Please.
Thank you. Thank you. Town of Farmington, Town Plan and Zoning Commission. Notice is hereby given that the Town Plan and Zoning Commission will hold an online public hearing Monday, June 8th, 2020 at 7 p.m. on the following applications. Joanna Wroblewski, application for special permit to raise 11 hens at 35 Tane Mountain Road, R40 zone. Frank and Jennifer Albert, application for special permit for expansion of home in excess of 2,400 square feet at 42 Woodruff Road, R20 zone. The Metro Realty Group, Ltd., application for text amendment to the Special Innovation Floating Zone. At these hearings, interested persons may be heard. A copy of these proposals, is online at https://www.farmington-ct.org/departments/planning-and-zoning/pending-applications, or please call the Planning Department at Farmington Town Hall at 860-675-2325. Dated at Farmington, Connecticut, this 22nd day of May, 2020. Town Plan and Zoning Commission, Barbara Brenneman, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Inez. I will now go according to the agenda and open the meeting with new business. Main Gate Builders, LLC, a request for a 90-day extension of time to submit Main Gate subdivision documents for filing on the land records.
Madam Chair, if I may, this is the development that came through after a very extensive wetlands stay. They were approved for subdivision off of Main Street, the Main Gate development. The applicant, because of the pandemic, is requesting a 90-day extension, which is legal and authorized in the state statutes, to file those, the Mylars and the easements and all of the documents that need to be completed before he can begin work. We recommend approval.
I need a motion, please.
This is Ines St. James. I make the motion to accept a request from Main Gate Builders, LLC for a 90-day extension of time to submit the subdivision documents.
May I have a second?
This is Marcy Schwartz, second.
The discussion?
No, it's pretty clear. This is Ines St. James. I have no problem with the request.
I'll take a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Motion carries. Thank you. We'll go on to the public hearing. First public hearing, Joanna Wroblewski, application for special permit to raise 11 hens at 35 Tane Mountain Road in R40 zone. We have been asked by the applicant to open this hearing and continue it immediately to June 22nd. And I believe the cause is because there was not sufficient communications to the neighbors on this. I need a motion to continue. They're all muted.
They can hear you, though.
Mike Rabolis to make a motion to continue to the, I'm sorry, did you say the June 22nd meeting?
Yes.
Yeah, a motion to continue to the June 22nd public meeting.
Marcy
May I have a second?
Schwartz, I second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Does everyone know what we're voting on?
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Thank you. Motion carries. Frank and Jennifer Albert, open the hearing for application for special permit for expansion of home in excess of 2,400 square feet at 42 Woodruff Road in an R20 zone. I believe the applicant is online.
I'm gonna go get them.
Yep.
Frank
Hello.
and Jennifer, hi, welcome to the meeting. If you'd like, you can present your application at this time. I'm going to go back to the house, and I can flip to the plot plan and the layout of the addition. I'll let you begin.
Well, thank you all for this opportunity. You can see here the home from the front view and also the plot plan. This special permit will allow us to renovate our current galley kitchen and open up in the rear of the house to allow us to have an eat-in kitchen by adding a 12 by 19 section. We have a growing family of 5, and currently we do not have an eat-in kitchen, so this will allow us to do that.
Just for the commission's edification, we did the math on our side, and the Alberts are a mere 66 square feet over the tipping point that would bring them to CU. While it is an oversized or an expanded home in an existing neighborhood, it's by a very narrow margin, 66 square feet over the 32, I believe, 3,200. Is that right?
That's correct. That's correct.
I'll add one note for the Alberts. The addition cannot be seen from the street.
Right, it's not visible. Commissioners, you have questions of the applicant?
This is Ines St. James. For me, it was the second clarification that Mark, you just offered, that the addition will not be visible. So it will look just like it does today. I'm fine with this application.
Thank you. Anyone else?
This is Matt Pogson. I have a question for Mark. I was curious about this regulation because it was my understanding, I thought, that it was 30% over the existing size of the dwelling, and this is only 10% larger. And when it came to constructing a new home, then it would take into consideration the actual size of the 2,200 or the 3,200 square feet. But it was my understanding that the regulation was about the percentage larger of the existing home when doing an addition. Could you clarify that for me? I just want to.
Yeah, I had a lot of problems with this regulation when I first came into town, Matt.
Okay.
And the interpretation that came out after much discussion with staff members here was that they both apply. And if you read the regulation closely, that's what we came up with. So
okay.
This will not have been the first one. I firmly believe that this regulation could be made to be a little easier for a layperson to interpret, and it's been a yeah. So you'll have another one coming forward at an upcoming meeting, probably 2 meetings down the road, where you'll see that the interpretation that you're proposing wouldn't necessarily fit. In other words, it's not 30%, but it's still going way over, and it's a large house.
Okay.
So it cuts both ways, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for the clarification. Thank you.
Yeah.
Any other commissioners with questions or concerns to cover with the applicant? Hearing none. For the applicant, is there anything else you'd like to add, Jennifer?
No, just thank you for the consideration. We're excited.
Very good. At that point, I will close this public hearing. Thank you. Let's go back, as we have agreed in the past, to vote on issues as we address them. So I would wish for a motion on the Albert application, please.
This is Ines St. James. I make the motion to approve the application for special permit for expansion of the home at 42 Woodruff Road.
This is Marcy
2400.
Schwartz. I second.
Okay, so there's a, I would like Inez to go back and put the square footage
Sure,
mentioned,
yes,
please.
sure.
Will you amend your motion, please?
Yes, I will. Ines St. James, I'm amending my motion to read that we're approving special permit for expansion of home at 42 Woodruff Road for a total of 2,466 square feet.
No, it's in a, okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Good or no?
thank you.
It
Yep,
works?
Yep.
Thank you.
Marcy, would you
Wait.
second that?
Excuse me, that is the incorrect square footage.
yeah, I have it right here. You really wanted to say in excess of 2,400 square feet.
That's fine. All right, so let me do this again. Third time?
Yep,
All right, Ines St. James, modifying my motion to approve special permit for expansion of the home at 42 Woodruff Road in excess of 2,400 square feet.
correct.
Thank you.
Marcy?
This is Marcy Schwartz. I second the motion.
Is there any discussion from the commissioners? I'll take the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Abstention? Motion carries. Thank you. We'll move on to the third public hearing, the Metro Realty Group Limited, application for text amendment to the Special Innovation Floating Zone. I am opening this. The applicant has requested that the motion be opened and immediately continued to June 22nd. So I need a motion to continue, please.
Patrick Carrier. I make a motion to continue the Metro Group Realty application for the text amendment to the Special Innovation Floating Zone. I put it all in there.
Thank you. May I have a second, please?
Ines St. James, second.
Everyone knows what we're voting on. It's for the continuing of this public hearing. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Abstention? Motion carries. Thank you. Planners report.
Well, as you all may have heard, I think the only real significant thing I have to tell you this evening is that I've tendered my resignation. So my last day with the town of Farmington will be June 30th. I will be with you all at the meeting on June 22nd, and we are, working on a couple of items that you'll be talking about that evening. So I haven't left you yet. So I guess I'll reserve my final goodbyes until then. We just on another front, we approved 5 restaurants immediately for outside dining as a result of what I would consider a pretty swift staff response to a need, thanks to the Commission's acquiescence to allow us to do it, for administrative approvals for these outside dining areas. So far, I haven't heard any problems. I know that some are doing better than others. And we're looking forward to Governor Lamont's reopening of the restaurants on the 17th. We'll have to see how that goes. But that worked pretty well. 5 of our most notable eateries, new and old, have set up outside dining, and so we're pleased with that effort. That's all I have for you right now, unless you have something for me.
This is Ines St. James. Mark, thank you so much, and I'm glad we have you for another meeting. You're a kind person, and I really like everything you have done for our town. I do have a question for you. What is going on, like, in terms of the hours of our town hall? Are we open? Did anything change?
Not yet,
No.
Okay.
not yet.
So we're not open for walk-ins, if you will. Our drive-through is, however, open. Just kidding. So we're waiting to see what other towns do. So some towns are starting to open on a limited basis. Other towns are remaining, they're having a pretty much closed-door policy. We have, I think, been doing a phenomenal job, as all of us, not just in our department, but town-wide, of getting the job done from wherever we need to get it done from, whether that be home or the office. And we've been contacting people, we've been communicating with people, and I can tell you from my own experience, but I can also tell you just from looking around me, that we're busy. We're processing a lot of applications. I came back from the weekend, not today, I think it was Monday of last week, and I think I had something like, and I did not look at my emails all week, by the way, all weekend, rather, and I had something like 50 some odd permits to process in Viewpoint. My jaw dropped, but it gives you an understanding of how well things are working remotely, and we're going to wait until we get word from above. By that I mean the town manager's office, as to when we can reopen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think the only thing we have left to do is approve the minutes of the May 27th commission meeting. Do I have a motion?
This is Ines St. James. I make the motion to approve minutes of the May 27th, 2020 Town Plan and Zoning Commission meeting.
Thank you. May I have a second?
This is Marcy Schwartz, and I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Motion is carried.